This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. This is James Spann, Alabama's weather. Feeling pretty good today. We're beginning to see this easterly flow, a cold air damming wedge type effect. That's going to mean cooler weather in the days ahead and a few spotty showers around today, but not that many. Let's look at the radar. We're live at 2:47 this afternoon. And you can see a few little spotty showers, mainly west of I-65. Counties like Winston, Lawrence, Fayette, Hale, Bibb, Perry, Dallas, Marengo, and Wilcox, and counties on down to the south. These are gradually drifting westward today. The eastern half of the state is dry. And really the more numerous showers are down here across the southwestern counties of the state. And a broad zone from Selma down to Mobile, and you can see those are drifting west. A little thunder and lightning in spots, but nothing too heavy. And again, over on the eastern side of the state, things are relatively dry this afternoon. And I really think a pretty good chunk of the state will be dry tomorrow. There's no doubt our better chance of rain this week will be on 2 days, and that's Thursday and Friday. And we're keeping our fingers crossed for some beneficial rain on those days. Here's the big picture. This is the upper air look across the country today. Again, the heat ridge beginning to extend off to the west, and there's a surface high that's over the northeast United States. And again, we're getting an easterly flow, and that should bring temperatures down for the rest of the week. Visible satellite view, kind of have a mixture of clouds and sunshine across the state. And again, this is the radar composite. This puts all the radars together, showing those spotty showers over the western half of the state. And again, one of the things with the wedge type effect, the cooler readings will be on the eastern side of the state. For example, Ashland in Clay County at mid-afternoon, 75. But you go to West Alabama and you've got 94 at Utah. So a big spread there because of the cold air damming. Hot spot in the state is Mobile. They've got 96. But even there, heat levels come down later in the week. Here's the watch warning map. Mainly heat issues out west. In all those hot pink counties, those are red flag warnings for wildfire danger. Got a marginal risk of severe storms through tonight for parts of Wyoming and some of the adjacent states down towards Salt Lake City. Tomorrow, again, a marginal risk. That's level 1 out of 5 from Wyoming and the northern Rockies up into Minnesota. And on day 3, which is Thursday, no organized severe storms expected across the country. So this is the rain for the next 7 days, and again, we're optimistic that much of the state will see some good beneficial rain in that 2-day period, Thursday and Friday. And that's when most of this rain will fall. For most of the state, rain amounts between 1 and 2 inches, maybe more for the Gulf Coast region. Southern Mobile and Baldwin counties in that yellow, that's suggesting maybe 4 inches of rain there. Might be a little aggressive, but still, they'll have some rain at times, and lighter amounts for the Tennessee Valley, 1/2 inch or less for Huntsville and the Shoals. So in the tropics, the season is just having a hard time. It started off with a bang with Beryl, and it's just been a dud since then. And we'll take that. Here we are near the climatological peak of the season, and we just don't have a lot to talk about. And yes, we have 3 X's on the board. These are areas of interest. And for all 3 of these, the chance of development is under 20%. In fact, 0% for the wave in the Caribbean. Now, this is for the next 48 hours. 10% for the wave out there in the central Atlantic. This is the 7-day outlook, and even out to 7 days, the chance of development is low for all 3 of these. Those 2 eastern waves will likely encounter some harsh winds aloft, and those will probably not develop. And, of course, we've been watching this thing in the Caribbean for days. And the Hurricane Center has lowered the chance of development over the next 7 days from 40% to 30%. And this little wave should wind up in the Bay of Campeche by the time the weekend gets here. And, of course, the question is, can anything get going there? This is the new European probabilistic outlook. This is the 12Z ensemble output. And it's not very bullish. The probabilities of this thing becoming a tropical storm are 20 to 40% in the western Gulf. If anything, and the key word here is if anything happens to form, it would probably try and come northeast up toward Louisiana, but the models are just not bullish on anything meaningful happening there. Could that change? Of course it could. But again, we stress it is just something to watch for now, and the pattern just doesn't look that active for the next 7 days. So let's go through the GFS model fans. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. And again, in the upper levels, the heights are coming down, and down below that, we've got that big high that's just east of Cape Cod, and again, that's extending down through the east coast, that ridge, and kind of setting that easterly flow. And most likely, any showers tomorrow should be confined to the Gulf Coast region or west of the state in Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana. Highs tomorrow should be in the 80s, low 90s maybe for South Alabama. And again, the chance of rain relatively small. So this is Thursday, and this is when rain will likely increase with a trough. The GFS suggesting Thursday the better coverage of rain over the southern two-thirds of the state, basically I-20 south. And then on Friday, it looks like a pretty good rain statewide. And again, we're very optimistic that at some point during those 2 days, if you live in Alabama, you'll get some good rain. And again, Friday will be very cool because of the easterly flow and the rain and clouds. Highs only in the 70s for most of the state. That'll be a big change. The question is, what about the weekend? Now, the GFS gets everything out of here, suggesting Saturday should be a sunny, dry day. But the European says, now hang on. You can see a surface front coming in here and a little strip of green representing a little band of showers that could develop along the front Saturday. Probably Saturday morning for North Alabama, Saturday afternoon for South Alabama. And the moisture should be kind of scoured out, so it probably won't rain much, but I think we'll mention isolated showers Saturday just to cover that. The high Saturday, low to mid-80s. And then Sunday should be just a gorgeous day. We start the day in the 50s over North Alabama. Highs in the low 80s, the sky sunny, the humidity low. Monday, I think everybody should be in the 50s over most of the state. It's going to feel great. Again, the high Monday in the 80s, and this is a week from today, Tuesday, the 10th of September. And again, upper high well to the west, and we are still in a very dry air mass. Let's keep going. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, September 13th, Friday the 13th. Upper high across the middle of the nation. And once again, we're dry. It sure looks like next week for most of Alabama will be rain-free. So again, hopefully we'll get some decent rain in here Thursday and Friday of this week before we go dry next week. And again, notice there's no evidence of any tropical trouble here on the GFS, on the 12Z run. Rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. The mean is right at 2 inches between now and the 18th of September. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. This is for Birmingham, 87 tomorrow, 81 on Thursday, and how about 76 for the high on Friday? Yes, indeed. And then look at the 50s. Lows in the 50s both Sunday morning and Monday morning. Highs next week mostly in the 80s. And, hey, hot off the presses. Got the brand new CPC Outlook. This is for September 11th through September 17th. And if this works out, temperatures here could be a little below average. Hey, let's roll some Children's of Alabama. Kid Cam Duck Springs Elementary School in Etowah County. Oh, man, we had a crowd today. Kindergarten all the way through 6th grade in the gym. We learned a lot. Great listeners, great learners. That's a really good school. And let me tell you what, this cake looks good. I like the fact that they respect the polygon. And I will say there were some very well-dressed students here. Something about the wardrobe just is very appealing to me. But they were great today. We talked about the storm spotting, a little storm spotter introduction. Talked about how to stay safe during severe weather. And again, great school with a great administrative team and great teachers and students. So again, to everybody at Duck Springs Elementary School in Etowah County, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You know you guys are looking good. All right, tomorrow going to be at the Alberta School for Performing Arts in Tuscaloosa for a program there. The old Alberta Elementary School. The original school was destroyed by the April 27, 2011 tornado. But the school is just gorgeous. They built it back several years ago. Then after that, I'll be doing a program for patients at Children's of Alabama. It's Weather Wednesday, first Wednesday of the month. Then on Thursday, I've got Burleson Elementary School up in Hartselle, Morgan County. Looking forward to that. Then I'll be speaking to the middle school students in Haleyville after that. And then Friday, Thompson Intermediate School in Alabaster for a program there. And again, Saturday, I think we're going to try and slip a book signing in Tuscaloosa. As soon as I get back, hear the data back from the publisher, the location, I'll pass that along. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.